Hello again, another day, Shroud of the Avatar. Today we're here still with our character the Dark. I thought I would just take you on one final trip in the game as part of this new player experience and show you about resource gathering, and we'll do a small amount of combat. There's a nice area on the island of the Hidden Vale. So here we are, we're just going to go out into the world, past the Joyous Sheep. We're going to go to a nice one skull instance called the Crossroads. Which in there it has pretty much most of the mining nodes of different types. The food, the skinning and the mining, which you'll need to start with in the game. And this will be the last video in this particular series. And if you'd like to carry on with walkthrough, I've got a character called Buck Rogers which I carried on the walkthrough. Actually have done a video just like this one, but I thought it would be good to end the new player experience with this video, because it actually brings you nicely into the adventuring part of the game. We've done the questing earlier, now it's making your own way in the world. And then, so those that are new to my videos, of course if you click the subscribe button on the video page, you'll get to know about all of my new material that comes out. Also, there's a link in the description to my Facebook page where you can ask any questions about the game. Also, if you have any problems running the game, you can ask technical questions, because I have over 25 years experience with computers and I can help you get the game running to the best so you can enjoy it and we can both enjoy the game together. So here we are on the overworld, or the overmap as it used to be called. And we're going to head up past, you could go into North Vale Way. There are videos amongst Buck Rogers' collection on all of these skull instances that you find on this island, as we take the character through the one skulls right the way through to the 5 skull. So here we are, King's Road is a junction from Owl's Head to Kingsport, so it's nice and centrally located. So we'll enter King's Road. As I say, all of the instances have skull ratings. This is a 1 skull instance, which is of course what you should be starting with. But don't rush to get into a 5 skull instance, because you'll find it rather hard to play and to carry on. Now once you enter an instance, there's nearly always a spike so you can have a look, so you know what level you're in. So you can see the skulls on the floor. Got 1 skull on the pole, which means it's a 1 skull instance. So it's a nice central area this has, if you do find getting stuck. But what we're going to head for, we're going to have to do a little bit of combat in here, as well as we can go through each of the different nodes in the game. I'm surprised I'm not being attacked by a spider. Right, here we have a cotton bush. I think as soon as I start to harvest it, we're going to be attacked, but not to worry. Cotton, of course, is used in the game for all of the cloth items. You can grow this in a farming video. There is a farming video. Ah, here comes the spider. So now spiders can trap you. See, we're on a web. There's a couple of ways out of it. You can jump your way out of it, but you will lose focus. I've never known him to run away before. So, he'll be back, I know that. So you can jump at them, but it does use your focus up. So you have to bear in mind, if you're trying to run away, then it's probably a good idea, but it's not a good idea to jump in combat, but also it's not a good idea to be in combat at all whilst you're harvesting. Now normally when you start harvesting they start coming out, and they are going to interrupt us, as you can see. So what we need to do is we need to dispatch these quickly. I think we can do this. Keep an eye on the health. Yeah, health's going okay. So there's one. We're slowly using our spells here. You don't want to do too much of it. There we go. Now we hopefully, we're still in the web there. Now, to actually harvest the cotton bush, you just need to put over your mouse, it'll turn into a sickle, and just 2 clicks, and it'll take a long walk round, and we'll be interrupted by another spider again. So we will get to harvest this bush. So, as you can see, they're not too hard to kill in this area. 2 clicks on the bush again. I think we will get it this time, and the bar goes across. Once the bar's got to the other end, you've either succeeded or failed. And this means we're improving in our skill foraging. And we get a bit of cotton. So if we take it all, and then you can see that cotton's gone off the bush. Now the other items you can harvest are the animals in the game, and skin those. So just you mouse over the animal in question, in this case a spider, and you will actually skin the spider. So there we have, they call it field dressing in the game. Well, you could skin those, but as I say, I want to quickly go through the nodes in the game, as well as a little bit of combat. Here comes another spider. So this time we're going to try not to get caught up with him. There we go. He's down. And this is sulphurous ash, which is used in magics, mostly in the game, but it is a mining source. Now, over here is a copper vein, so of course it's used making metal objects in the game. There is a few types of ore. Of course you've got copper, iron, silver and gold, and then you can make a mixture of all of them. The other thing, which should be attacked in a minute with another spider, is a tree. Now the trees in the game, I'll move back here, easier to see. The only trees you can harvest in the game are the ones with the red leaves on. Okay, so you can't harvest any of the green leaf trees, just these red ones. And also, you'll notice any harvestable node, when you get close to it, it should give a little sparkle. But they will do. This one's proven me wrong. So you always want to have a look out for little sparkles sometimes. And of course it's just quick mouse over, 2 clicks. That's a tree that can fell in the game. Over here. Now all the mining nodes tend to always be in the same place, but they spawn at different times, because I believe there's another copper or something node here normally, but they don't always spawn, so we'll quickly just go through a few of the others. Got a couple of spiders coming up here. careful on what you draw. You don't want to draw too much. You only want to mainly train very slowly through skills, so because if you do too much of these, you'll train them a lot faster, but then you'll run out of your pooled XP. So you want to keep the pooled XP growing at a reasonable rate. These will, the abilities, even though they train quicker, if you use them, of course, you're taking out of your pooled experience. Got another tree here. So I'll just have a quick look through. Up here we have a brown bear. He's quite hard to beat. There's also a spider coming in, so we don't want to take on too much, if you know what I mean. So there's another spider coming in at us. Now you notice that if you double thing me, because we're losing health at the moment. Good. There's a spider. Let's say the bears are going to be. Oh, now if you go too far, he will actually, of course, leave his zone of influence, which is not a good idea sometimes, especially when you're trying to kill him. So we'll get back on him. We'll see if we can get him killed. We will get him killed before he kills us. But we're slowly improving our fighting abilities. The bears are pretty much the hardest thing that you will find in this instance. Even though there are some skeletons as well, which we'll have a quick look at. There's the bear. Just quickly clear off the spider. There we go. So you can see there's quite a few creatures in this instance. And so there are quite a few mining nodes as well, harvesting nodes. I thought just to finish this video up, I'll show you the area over here. Just got the skeletons in now. What we'll do first, well, here comes the skeleton, which we don't really want. What I'd like to do first, before we take on a skeleton, is get our health and focus up. So just come at the zone of influence of the skeleton, then he'll run back. There we go. Time we get back, our health and focus should be generated enough. Then we can have a go. We'll just see what the outcome is over here. I'm sure we know what the outcome will be. I should think that this spider will lose out. We'll get ready. That will pick on the spider, I think. Now the skeleton's actually caught in a web. Again, now the good thing about the skeletons is all humanoid creatures in the game carry gold on them. So here we have a dead skeleton. Just check if there's anybody else around. Nope. I'm just going to use this spell here to bring on a bit of light, and we've got a spider coming in. So just take the spider out. As you can see, our skills are all improving as we're going through. There we go. And if we have a looting skeleton, they'll give you a weapon, but they also give you gold. So the big problem with the skeletons, a bit like the spiders, you can get caught with too many of them, and then of course you'll die. So you don't want to do this. Here we go. We're just going to, most of them are in here fighting the thingies, but we've already drawn 2 skeletons, which would be far too much for us. And if you do find that, you've got to learn where your abilities lie. So if we come up here, we'll probably draw a few spiders as well. As I say, you don't want to draw too much in the game, but if you do find you're drawing too much, if you just head for the instance, you can leave the instance, and of course you won't die. Because dying in the game, what it actually does is it takes away a bit of your pooled experience and slowly wears down your tools, armour and weapons in the game. And what that means is that you'll then have to repair them a lot more, so it's a good idea not to die in the game. If you do die in the game, all you need to do is find the Ankh and then resurrect again. And again, there are videos on dying in the game and such like, and loads of other hints and tips in all of my video collection, especially through the Buck Rogers range. So I hope you found this new player experience tutorial helpful. If you have, please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Also like and leave comments. And thank you for watching.